What is up, everybody? I am Captain Davy Pones, and because he completely fails at introducing himself, I'll just introduce him. It is First Mate Sam joining me. Whoa. What was that all about?
You can't know who I am.
Okay. Well, so many times, I don't know if it's because you're trying to figure out something great to say or what, but I'll be like, and joining me is... That's my cricket sound. That's the best I can
That's
do.
your cricket sound.
That's kind of creepy, I guess. But, yeah. Anyways, today we're talking about The Legend of Zelda Monopoly.
Yeah.
So, right off the bat, without any details, just what do you think of The Legend of Zelda Monopoly? Are you excited, First Mate Sam?
Most fantastic board game idea since the original invention of the Spider-Man Lego set.
Wow. Alright. Very deep. Well, we just so happen to have pretty much the entire board and everything that's included with it, to my knowledge, right here with us. So we're going to break it down and give you our thoughts. First off, looking at the front of the board, it looks like it says Monopoly. It looks like there's, instead of community chest, there's treasure chest. Instead of chance cards, there's empty bottles. And then we got Ocarina of Time Link. It looks like Ocarina of Time 3D background type of thing. Small ocarina emblem in the corner, then a harp in the other corner. And yeah, that's it for the face of the main game. What do you think of that, First Mate Sam?
I think that sounds pretty awesome. I unfortunately can't find this said picture of the front of the game.
Really? Because I literally sent you a picture of it on Facebook.
It just takes me to the GameStop page, and I don't see a picture.
And the GameStop page has the picture on it.
It has a
Alright.
Oh,
What?
that thing, the green board.
You forgot that there was a scroller on the... Did you forget there was a scroller on the computer?
No.
No.
I'm on my iPod.
I'm just teasing.
I
I'm
know.
just messing with you. Alright, you want to go through the spaces on the board, or you want to go through the game pieces first?
I will go through the game pieces first. So we have 6 amazing collectible tokens for this new Zelda Monopoly game, including the iconic bow, the hookshot of dreams, the boomerang of whimsy, the Triforce of courage and power and wisdom, and the Hylian Shield of Hyrule Castle.
Yes, and GameStop exclusive Ocarina of Time.
Yes, which is, but I think, okay. What are your 2 favorites?
Well, oh man, my 2 favorites. Well, I really like the hookshot. It's one of my favorite items. I'm kind of surprised we don't see a Master Sword in here.
Yeah, where's the Master Sword in the pedestal? Like, you think that would be a staple?
That would be my favorite if they had it. I'm gonna say, just looking at them all, that my favorite is probably the Hylian Shield. How about you?
I'm gonna have to agree. I'm gonna say that the Hylian Shield is probably gonna be my favorite game piece, although the exclusive Ocarina of Time or the Triforce hit a close second, so I won't be disappointed if I don't get the Hylian Shield when I play.
Yeah. The Hylian Shield and the fairy bow or whatever, they have incredible detail on them. The ocarina is cool, but the detail, I mean, it has a tiny little Triforce on it. I guess I don't know what I'm complaining about. It's not exactly my favorite version of the hookshot that they're using, but I like the pieces. I think that they did pretty good. In addition to all of that, GameStop exclusives include 6 item power cards for added gameplay, whatever that might mean. But you can get a harp, a Wind Waker, Minish Cap, Spirit Flute, Phantom Hourglass, and Ocarina of Time power card.
Power card. What does that mean? What in the world is a power card?
I don't know. You also get an 11 by 17 in quotation marks. I don't know why 17 is in quotation. 17.
Maybe 17.
Inch. Or those are just the inch signs, I guess. Okay.
Don't you mean feet?
But the Hyrule map lithograph in treasure chest holder.
What is a lithograph?
Is also a GameStop exclusive that you get. So I think that's all pretty cool. I would want to buy it from GameStop if I bought it.
Definitely. You get some cool stuff from there. I'm probably going to take my business to GameStop for this game. When does it come out?
It comes out later this month. I believe it's September, 29th? I can see if I can find that
Mom's birthday?
date. That is Mom's birthday. When does this come out? Release date, the 15th. So, that is coming right out.
That is,
this week.
Next week.
Yeah.
That will be,
so,
I have a calendar right here. That is Monday of next week, people. Monday of next week, Zelda Monopoly is coming out. Are you going to get it now? Going to get it right when it comes out, or are you going to wait until Christmas?
I'm probably going to wait. Because I can wait to play Monopoly. I'm probably going to spend, I'm trying to watch my money. I really want this, but I don't think I'm going to rush out and play Monopoly. I'm glad we get to look at it, and I really want to get it, but I'm probably going to wait and see if it's a Christmas present before I spend my money on it. What are you thinking about that?
I saw that text message you sent, Mom. I was in the car, and she was driving, and you sent that text. You're like, a good Christmas present. I originally wasn't going to read it, because I don't typically read Mom's texts, but, she was driving, and her phone went off. I saw it was you, and I saw the first line, a good Christmas present, and I immediately was like, I can't read it. I'm not going to do that. And then, but as my eyes transitioned away from the phone, I caught the word Zelda, and I'm like, alright, I'm just going to read it, because I know that he's going to say, get Zelda Monopoly.
It was just an idea. I thought Mom might appreciate it, and it's good. Mom might appreciate me asking for this. She really would, though. That's the weird thing about our mom. She loves gift giving, and she's a very giving person. So, anyways, yeah, I think I'm going to hold out for Christmas time and see if Mom decides to get that as a gift for her boys, all three of us.
The boys. Me and the boys.
Me and the boys, wanting to play Monopoly.
Yeah. I wonder who's going to play it with me. Well, I can play with Josh, but
you can play with Zelda, your cat.
I can play with my cat Zelda.
Zelda, and you play Zelda Monopoly with Zelda the cat. It'd be so epic.
Yeah,
I'll
Instagram that. Just kidding.
I'll play with my girlfriend and my two cats, and probably CJ. Anyways, enough of that. Continuing on with, let's take a look at the board. It looks like they're using rupees as salary, which is good. Collect 200 rupees as you pass go. So I'm assuming that
big red rupee.
That it's I figured they might do like a red rupee, like collect 20 rupees as you pass go. Apparently they're just going like regular Monopoly amount of money, possibly, and because it's collect 200 when you pass go normally, right? So they're not changing that up at all. I figured they might make it lower because you generally have less rupees in your wallet in Zelda games than the amount of money that Monopoly users would have. Right. But that's fine.
At least it's not Monopoly
it might work better that way.
Zillionaire and you have a credit card that freaking has the words big wallet on it and that's what you pay with.
That would be horrible.
That would be awful. I would just be so mad. Unless the I don't know, the credit card scanning device had a picture of the Happy Mask salesman on it, and whenever you scanned your card, it went.
That would be the creepiest game ever.
I would not
throw it out the window.
I wouldn't buy
it. We'll talk more about that later. But all right, so we got to move right along. We talk about every piece of this for a whole episode, but
Okay.
so the general color of it is kind of like a mappish color, like Middle Earthy mappish color. It's not white, but the Go space, other than it has a small rupee logo, looks pretty much normal, except the color palette is switched out. It has more texture to it rather than just solid brown and stuff. And the first property space you land on is Elemental Sanctuary from Minish Cap.
Dang,
And
that's...
then after that...
Why is that the first property? You think that, like...
You have a better idea?
You think that, like, a Goron Hole would be, like, the first property, not the Elemental Sanctuary of Dreams.
I guess that makes sense, and it's the lowest... And Minish Village, and those are... Maybe because it's small?
Yeah, I guess. Maybe it's going game by game, I guess.
Well, it is going game by game, it appears. And I am glad that they're using actual locations. I heard that it would use locations and characters from, which it does, but it doesn't use characters as properties. I was afraid you're gonna land on a space and it would be like Epona property.
That would
I was like, that'd be horrible. Like Majora property.
Gosh.
That's what I was afraid of. But it doesn't look that they did that, so I'm happy. So after Minish Village, there's a space, pay 200 rupees door fee. After that, you get to our first railroad. And very fittingly, it's the Spirit Train.
Yeah.
For the first railroad.
Good.
Next set of properties is House of Gales, Sacred Realm, and Lorule Castle from Link Between Worlds. And in between the first space and the next two properties is an empty bottle space.
I wonder what those cards are going to say, like chance cards and stuff. Monopoly, it's like, oh, you won the Petting Zoo award for having the beautifulest pony. Collect $5. Not really. It's more
I'm guessing like you won a rupee shooting minigame.
Oh, that's true.
Like you collected 5 gold Skulltula coins. Like you were grabbed by
Wall
what are those,
Master.
ceiling hand? What are they
Wall
called?
Masters.
Wall Masters. The most misunderstood enemy in the game.
Very cool use in Link Between the Worlds, though, but that's another conversation.
Yeah, and then is the just visiting and in jail plays. I thought it would have been really cool if they would have done like a Gerudo,
Yeah.
like prison, but they didn't. They just did classic in jail.
Darn.
Which, they're corner pieces. They kind of kept classic Monopoly style.
Yeah. What's free parking? Is it free parking or is it something else?
It's free parking.
Dang it.
It is absolutely still free parking.
Why couldn't they make it like maybe free docking, like Phantom Hourglass or something? You dock your boat in.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Lon Ranch or something. Parking. I don't know.
That could totally be a chance card. Like, you won race against Gorman, you collect 200 rupees or whatever. You broke all the pots, collect 10 rupees.
Then we have the Forsaken Fortress, the Tower, and the Dragon Roost Island from Wind Waker.
Gosh.
Those are the next properties.
I hate the Forsaken Fortress so much.
It makes sense, though, as a property.
Definitely.
I'm kind of surprised that Windfall Island didn't get in here.
Yeah, me too. I'm surprised that Windfall wasn't the iconic one instead of Dragon Roost. I mean, I guess Dragon Roost is really popular because it's, I don't know, it's full of the bird people, and they're a memorable part of that game. Supposedly descendants of Zoras, which is really interesting. But,
right.
It had good music.
Yeah.
But you spent
I just think Windfall might have been a better choice. Maybe better than the Tower.
You don't spend that much time in the tower. You spend a lot of time in the Sacred Realm underneath the tower.
Right.
And
even that might have been better.
Yeah.
But the next space after that is the next railroad, 200 rupees for it, and it is Loft Wing. So I like what they did with the different things. with the railroads.
Yeah.
Then the next set of properties is Four Swords Sanctuary, Death Mountain, and what is this? I'm having trouble seeing it. It's some sort of palace. It looks like
nice.
Yast's Palace or something. Is it Vati's? It's probably
Vati's
Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks like a Y from a distance. But yeah, it's got to be Vati's Palace. So I find it interesting, and here's one of my few complaints about this so far. Just another observation that would have been nice as a difference. So far, it doesn't look like there's any representation, period, from the original Zelda, Zelda 2, A Link to the Past, A Link's Awakening, like any of those first 4 games. I see no representation, yet they have Four Swords and Minish Cap.
Yeah, that's a
represented here.
Little disappointing to me that they're staying so new school and very much in animated realm. Well, not animated, but the cartoony realm.
Yeah, it seems like an odd choice. Maybe they're thinking it's going to be younger kids getting this, and they know the newer games. I don't know.
That's what I'd think. And like, even when you go to Hot Topic and stuff, you don't see very many like classic Link shirts or whatever. It's all like Spirit Tracks and Wind Waker and that sort of thing. I don't know. They're so popular for some reason.
Yeah, they're newer. I'm not saying they're bad games. I just would have liked some old school representation. It would have been so cool to have like Town of Ruto, Town of Roro, Error's house.
Yes.
I'd have pooped if Error's house would have been in here.
That would be.
Please at least put some old school references on the cards, on the chance cards. At least something there would be nice.
Well,
that would be great.
Dorothy is a Zelda 1 rep.
Dorothy?
Didn't you say there's like a door fee space? You have to pay a door fee?
Yeah.
That's Zelda 1. Like, you'll bomb out a cave, or you'll burn down a forest, and occasionally you'll find an old man in there with money, but every once in a while he'll be like, you broke my door, you have to pay for that.
Okay. I vaguely remember that. It's been a while since I played Zelda 1, to be honest with you. But after that is free parking. Then you get Twilight Princess's Gerudo Desert, Zora's Domain, and Twilight Realm, which is bringing another interesting thing to mind. But I'm gonna hold off on that. Actually, never mind. Scratch that. Okay, so. Well, what I was going to say is that I thought it was interesting that they used Zora's Domain and Gerudo Desert from Twilight Princess instead of from Ocarina, but I understand now why they do that. Looking ahead on the board, I understand why they did that, and we'll get to that in a second. So that was probably the right choice they made there. There's an empty bottle in there, too, in between. And then the next railroad piece is King of Red Lions. So
nice.
I think they got the thing. It seems like they got the railroads completely right.
Yes.
So then after that is Snowhead, Great Bay, a potion shop in the middle, and Clock Town from Twilight Princess are the next properties.
Are you sure? Clock Town?
After.
Oh, okay.
Clock Town's in there.
Yeah. Sorry. You said Snowhead and something else, and my mind went instantly to drawing a blank here. You said that was Twilight Princess, right?
No, okay. Did I say Twilight Princess? If I said Twilight Princess, I meant to say Majora's Mask.
Because you said Twilight Princess, and I was like, man, this is reminding me of Majora's Mask, like Clock Town and
No, yes, my bad. My mistake. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. That's what I said in my brain, but it must have came out Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
So, Then there's the go to jail, and that just looks ordinary other than a slight color background swap. It's not just straight up white, it's kind of mappish still.
Extraordinary.
Then you have Elden Volcano, Farron Woods, a treasure chest space, and Skyloft for the properties of
Skyward Sword.
from Skyward Sword. And I would say that those were probably the right places to put in there.
Yeah. What were they again? Skyloft, Elden Volcano, and...
Farron Woods.
Gotcha. Which that's Twilight Princess as well, but that's... whatever.
And you gotta remember, these are the most valuable... I said... Wait, what? I said Skyward Sword, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so this side of the board is the most valuable side of the board, so it's the most important, and I think they picked interesting stuff. They picked Skyward Sword places there. The last railroad piece is Epona, which is totally legit.
Mm-hmm.
That should be the last stretch of the board, most epic. They got an empty bottle, and then they have Hyrule Castle from Ocarina of Time, a mask merchant, pay 200 rupees, and then Temple of Time. So they have Hyrule Castle and Temple of Time. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
That's pretty cool.
Because those are the two most valuable spaces in the game. I am surprised that Temple of Time is not the lesser valuable of the two, and Hyrule Castle being the most valuable space on the board.
Yeah.
You would have thought they would have switched those two, but...
You sent me a link to the GameStop version, and did you ever say Link's House or Lon Lon Ranch?
I did not.
Because in the game description on the GameStop website, it says, The Legend of Zelda Monopoly takes players on a trip through time as they travel through the land of Hyrule and beyond. Memorable locations include Link's House, Temple of Time, Lon Lon Ranch, and are all up for grabs in this special collector's edition, blah blah blah. I didn't hear two of those locations.
That's really true. I mean, I have a picture from the website of the board, and I literally just rotated the board around and went through every piece in the board. So if that's in the listing, then you have one of two things. Either the listing is wrong, or this isn't the real board.
That would be problematic.
That would, well, yeah, I mean, unless they're holding out on us, but maybe the chance cards or something like that say, like, visited Lon Lon Ranch, or visited Link's house, and
maybe
couldn't wake up from sleep, like, I don't know.
And there's no spaces resembling... Are the empty bottle spaces the spaces that resemble chance cards, right?
Yeah.
And there's no representation of Electric Company or Waterworks?
Not that... Well... No, it looks like Electric Company and Waterworks were replaced by Pay the Happy Mask Salesman and the door fee.
Okay.
So it looks like those have been removed from the game.
Interesting.
Maybe to keep things less complicated, but I don't feel like that would be too terribly complicated. They would have to print 2 more cards. Maybe they just were like, we have to get the Happy Mask guy in here on the board.
Yeah, which
I bet you that was part of it. They were probably just like, he has to be on the board somewhere.
Right. Which you said that there was a Happy Mask between the 2 most expensive properties. Which that I'm pretty sure on an actual Monopoly board, what's between those is luxury tax.
Okay, so yeah, those are the tax fees. So what is it that is replacing our? Yeah, you're right. That isn't even where the Electric Company and stuff would be. There's wait. Potion shop. And bomb shop.
Oh, okay. There we go.
That's what they are.
Nice.
Okay. Got that one figured out. Yeah, you were right. For a second, those escaped me. I forgot all about it. And the whole thing comes packaged in what looks like an awesome kind of deep green with a golden Monopoly logo. It looks a lot like the Hyrule Historia cover. Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. That's like their logo for the game. Yeah. And in the corners of it, it's even got like the little harps and the ocarinas and stuff, which is what's on the book. But
yeah,
I find the description on GameStop of the box funny. Like, this comes with a custom square box packaging. Square box packaging. Nice.
Yeah.
No measurements on that bad boy.
Yeah, actually, I think yeah, that's funny. You would think it's more rectangular, but maybe this is truly a square. But I don't know. Anyways, yeah, and the pieces look more goldish than straight up silver, like cast iron, just silver. They look like, the picture implies that they have a goldish tint to them, which is pretty epic.
Nice. Well, I'm definitely very excited for this game. I can wait to play it, but that doesn't mean I'm not pumped for it. Like, it is $40, and I think we're all a little strapped for cash at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not probably going to rush out and get this. $40 is actually cheaper than I originally thought that I had heard that it was going to be.
Board games are expensive, dude, and especially if you're paying for, like, a Nintendo title board game, then it's going to be even more.
Right, this looks pretty fancy, so... but I think the GameStop edition does look like the better deal. I'm curious what those power items are. They could ruin the game or make it more fun. I don't know. Might be kind of like old Pokemon Monopoly. If you roll doubles in certain fashions, you get certain things you can do, like, I don't know, like capture somebody else's Pokemon and stuff like that. I don't know. It's weird. But it might have something to do with that, like you might be able to pick them up, or maybe everybody gets one that they can use and it gives them an advantage. You draw them randomly at the beginning of the game. I don't know, just some guesses.
Maybe they're
but anyways,
like...
I too am excited to play this.
Yeah, maybe they're just like extra chance cards or something, I don't know. But
that could be. They refer to them as power cards, though. Item power cards. So that makes me think that they're not the same, but yeah. I guess we'll find out, maybe.
Sounds like a great fairy
Hopefully.
enchantment.
Anyways, if you guys are excited to play this, feel free to leave a comment below. We'd like to know what your guys' thoughts on Zelda Monopoly are, as well as what kind of stuff you'd like to see us playing on this channel. We're excited for Zelda Monopoly, and we hope you guys are too. Any clothing thoughts?
Just a real quick thought here. It's Nintendo's kind of gotten on a cool bandwagon of not doing just strict games. They've got some other stuff coming out. I know Nintendo Monopoly came out a long time ago, and now we see Zelda Monopoly, and we saw a Pokemon board game one time. I'd like to see more board games involving the Nintendo theme. I don't like, maybe outside of the Monopoly spectrum. While Monopoly is a great game, it's not what I play all the time. So I don't know.
I like Monopoly. I've grown to like Monopoly a lot more. What I would really jump on board with is like a Zelda card game where you went out and bought decks and you not like playing card like Pokemon
trading
cards, but Zelda characters.
Yeah.
It would be like I would spend so much money, and there's so many things on it. It would just be interesting. But the problem with that is then you have to have other people that play it too, and it'd be a big waste of money.
Right.
But I agree with you. I'd like to see more interesting,
like maybe
things.
Nintendo Trivial Pursuit.
Ooh, that would be awesome. Or Zelda Trivial Pursuit, specifically. You and Josh, our other brother, would duke it out.
No one would have fun playing with us.
No, yeah, that's would be one of those broken board games, like playing music games with your dad or whatever. It's like just not even fair. But all right, well, I think that wraps it up. Unless you have anything else to say, sir.
Nope, that is all. Why don't you guys tell us what are the things you'd like to see coming from Nintendo board game wise and everything else that the captain said.
Yes. All right. Love you guys. Catch you next time, hopefully.
Letters.